I didn't care at all whether I'd live another day. I sometimes wished that I didn't. That's one of the pictures I have from when I was at my heaviest. You know, even if I just would go to a doctor for a checkup or something and they would like do a blood test, they'd just be like, you are gonna die. They would tell me that, you will die. I was just like, then that's what will happen. From a young age, I remember always being the bigger kid. I used to only want to sit in certain desks because they were bigger.
Right.
And then sometimes people would just take all of them on purpose. And then I would come to the class. Oh yeah, kids suck. I, went outside and rode bikes and walked around the neighborhood and stuff like that, but maybe ate a little too much as well. It was something that once you start getting down that path, it's really hard to break that cycle.
I mean, did your parents ever step in and say or try to make better choices for you at all?
My mom did. She wanted me to lose weight because I think she knew that I was not happy. That was the most smile that you'd see out of me. When I first went to high school, at that time I was 5'9", 290 pounds. The coach saw me and said, "We want you to play football. You're a big kid, you could do really well. What you have to do is use your size. And that's all I want you to do. I want you to just focus on that. Keep eating a lot." And that sounded great to me. Maybe there is a place where a big guy like me belongs.
This is this is you're excited. Is this right before the season started?
Probably 14 years old, playing football.
Right.
There's a smile, kind of. I signed up, I was playing I guess it was sophomore year. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, my mom passes away. My mom wasn't sick, there was nothing, she was on vacation and apparently in her sleep had passed away. And my whole world crashed down. And at that time, football completely left my mind. I took a week off of school or 2 weeks. I was a mess. I think this is one of the last pictures we have together. And then just like that, blink of an eye, and then she was gone. I just gave up. I gave up on life. I guess I just didn't have the courage to face the pain. I felt some comfort when I would eat, so my eating, just became really problematic. That was probably the highlight of whatever year that was going out to eat on a birthday. Probably 14, 15, 4X, 5XL.
This is not very
It was a
after.
tough time,
Yeah.
Definitely. I couldn't grasp how bad it was. Or maybe I did, and I didn't care. I didn't care at all whether I'd live another day. I sometimes wished that I didn't. Maybe that's what I deserved. Even if I just would go to a doctor for a checkup or something and they would do a blood test or, they'd just be like, you are gonna die. They would tell me that, you will die. If you do not change something, you will not live to 30. It was a really dark place. It's hard to think about. The most that I ever saw on a piece of paper was 421 pounds. I was in terrible shape. Couldn't go up like a small flight of stairs, like a 4-step one without being out of breath. I didn't ever see myself as deserving something better. And that was the car I broke the seat, the same one that totaled, and oh, that's the same car. It looks a little different there. And there's me, like, somehow standing. I had to get out of the passenger side. It was bad. And if the airbag wasn't there, bad would have been worse. Maybe it was my mom. Like, maybe I should be around. Maybe there's a reason. When I was right there at the scene, and I realized that something has to change. So the next day, I got up, I was in a sling, everything hurt, and I took Blackberry, and I was like, okay, we're gonna walk for an hour. We went down our little hill and back up, which is 1 mile, and it took 1 hour. And oh, the first time I did it sucked so much. Besides just having been in a car accident, my joints, like 400 something pounds of going down and up a hill, it sucked. And I was like, this is so uncomfortable and everything hurts, but I have to do it for an hour every day. I have to, I've got an hour. We got to doing it 4 times every day, 6 days a week, 4 miles, and then jogging it and running it. I just knew that I had to change my diet. The way that I was using food had to go. So I started with just not drinking soda. Let's cut out the junk food. No more fast food, no more drive-thrus. It had been many years since the last time I pushed myself past my comfort. I think within the first month or 2 months, I lost 40 pounds. After the first 8 months or so, I was down 100 pounds. And I showed myself that I can do things that I've never done before. And that was when I had lost 200 pounds.
I was gonna say, that has to be your lowest.
And did not really lift. I felt great. I had no idea that I would take it as far as I did. I just knew I had to change.
Right.
The lowest weight I've been as an adult, I was 209 pounds and had no muscle. So I spent about 3 years training for powerlifting, actually, so I could get stronger. That was the first time I deadlifted 500. That was cool. That was a big accomplishment. A good friend of mine, he was like, you should do a powerlifting competition.
Oh yeah!
Built back up to 242 class for powerlifting, and I pushed myself way beyond anything I thought I could do, and the whole process of it was pretty awesome. You have to bring your best on this day, and I just got ready, and I brought it. So now, I really do feel like I have a whole new life. I care about definitely waking up each day. I care about my future. I don't feel like I don't deserve to be happy or healthy. I feel like I do deserve those things, and I do work to get those things that I want. I changed my career. I became a trainer. I now do motivational speaking as well, so I get to kind of share a little bit about my story. But I feel like now I'm getting to where she would have wanted me to be. And being happy, being healthy, having a future, impacting the lives of others. I feel like my mom would be proud of what I do and what I've accomplished and what I intend to keep doing and keep accomplishing.